Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Russellville Sports Network's broadcast of Atkins Red Devil and Lady Red Devil basketball right here on the Russellville Sports Network.
They ain't switched them out yet, are they?
No. They're working on it right now, I can see. We get announced first anyway.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Tyson Foods, as well as by Razor Polish, by Heirloom Legal Services, by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas, by Rose Drug of Russellville, by Arvest Bank, and by Union Grove Free Will Baptist Church. Now let's send it out to the floor for all of tonight's action.
Hillbilly Activity Center for a senior girls matchup tonight, non-conference matchup between your Atkins Lady Red Devils and the Ozark Lady Hillbillies. I'm Shane Martin, the man who calls all your Red Devil action. I'm joined here with my broadcast partner, the Atkins Hall of Famer, Terrence Bobo, and T. First time trip to Ozark for us.
Yeah, Shane, it's definitely a different little atmosphere here. It's a nice little gym upstairs. It was a good atmosphere during the junior high game, so can't wait to see what happens in the senior high games.
T, we come in to tonight's game 3-0. Been playing some pretty good basketball. The Ozark senior girls, they'll come in 3-2, so we're expecting a pretty good ball game out here tonight.
That's right. This will be our second. That'll be our second 4A team, Shane, that we played in our 5 ball games. You know, we played Pottsville to a good game. We end up winning that one by double digits. And now we play an opponent from the 4A, another opponent in Ozark.
The Lady Red Devils come in after a 2 home victories the week before we went on Thanksgiving break, defeating the Pottsville Lady Apaches and the Danville Lady Little Johns. And we saw what we liked, what Coach McAnulty has told me, and that the inside-out approach, and he's getting great play inside from Abby Grace Cunningham. And then we've got the ninth grader, what we call the professor, Katie Keister, running the show.
That's right. She catches it, she gets the rebound, or she gets the outlet, and she's straight down floor, eyes up, looking to make the next pass. You know, we talk about it at every broadcast. She's not a selfish basketball player, and sometimes she needs to be selfish because when she gets in the lane 2 feet away from the basket, she needs to shoot it.
All right, Red Devil fans, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and get you ready for this non-conference battle between your Atkins Lady Red Devils and the Ozark Lady Hillbillies on the Russellville Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today. Cheek Plumbing Electric Heating and Cooling has been in business for over 50 years. Chuck Cheek is a third-generation owner who specializes in new construction and service work. Located at 103 Northeast 8th Street in Atkins, call 479-641-7992. Again, that's Cheek Plumbing, 479-641-7992. Cheek Plumbing is a proud supporter of the Atkins Red Devils right here on the Russellville Sports Network. There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark. And here's our starting lineups. First for the Lady Hillbillies from Ozark. It's going to be at 00, Briley Burns. Number 1, Mackenzie Powell. Number 2, Autumn Joy. Number 3, Anna Woolsey. And number 30, Carter Crane. Starting lineups now for your Atkins Lady Red Devils will be number 5, Katie Keister. Number 10, Josie Taylor. 23, Corey Keister. 24, Lexi Gooden. And 35, Abby Grace Cunningham. So Coach McAnulty's sticking with the 5 that's working for him right now with this 3-0 head start.
That's right, Shane. You got the shooter and Corey Keister, the facilitator and Katie Keister, and the go hard in the paint, Abby Grace Cunningham.
And then you've got Lexi Gooden, who's not afraid to get dirty out there. She's going to knock some people around. She's going to do the dirty work. Yeah.
And Josie's right there with her.
And Josie too. So we're expecting a very, very competitive basketball game here tonight at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark. We'll invite you to stick around for the Senior Boys Contest that will follow this one here on the Russellville Sports Network. So it's going to be Abby Grace Cunningham, and boy, for the first time, Abby Grace is not the tallest one out there, T.
Oh my, Shane, they got a giant.
Yes. So they've got Carter Crane, who is just a little bit taller than Abby Grace. Well, here we go, and Lady Hillbillies control it. Here's a 3 right off the bat, banked in by the Lady Hillbillies.
And that's Burns.
And that was Briley Burns, so right off the bat, 3-0 Hillbillies.
She just steps up, Shane, fire away.
Here's Josie Taylor with it at the top, gets it back up to Corey Keister. Keister looking inside, now he gets it to Lexi Gooden. Gooden now to Katie. Over to Taylor. Taylor three-pointer from the wing, and it's in and out. No good. Rebounded by Crane, and the Hillbillies are off and running.
And Shane, that was a good look by Josie. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Here's a three by Powell. No good, and it's going to go out of bounds over to the Lady Red Devils. You're right, T. Josie had an open look. It went rattled and then came out. So here's Katie Keister off to Josie Taylor. Taylor now free throw line to Corey. Kicks it out to Katie. Back up top to Corey. Lexi Gooden has it now. Gooden back up to Katie. Lexi has it now. Free throw line extended back up to Corey. Corey resets the offense. Off to Josie Taylor. And we're going to have timeout, Lady Red Devils, as Coach McAnulty's not liking something. So with that, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Lady Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. Red Devil fans back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. Red Devils inbound. Corey Keister with it up top. Taylor, free throw line, back to Corey, over to her sister Katie. Katie looking, back up top to Corey. Josie Taylor, free throw line. Now Abby Grace on the wing with it. Abby Grace drives baseline, cut off, back up top to Corey Keister. Keister's pass was deflected, but Josie Taylor comes away with it. Abby Grace, free throw line now. Back up top. Red Devils reset. Katie, she penetrates, kicks it to Abby Grace. Jumper from the baseline is no good. Rebounded by Anna Woolsey, and Lexi Gooden's going to pick up her first foul.
And that's going to be Lexi's first, Shane, team first. And, you know, we can't get anything going right now. We're just kind of standing around. We got to get some movement. They got the zone going. We got to get some flashing,
right,
backdoor cuts.
So here comes Woolsey with it, and Katie knocked it away, but Powell comes away with it. Powell penetrates, kicks it down to Woolsey, shot no good, and Cunningham and Powell's going to fight for it. Jump ball goes to the Lady Red Devils. So 5:40 left here in the first. 3-0 Lady Hillbillies. Here comes Corey, gets it off to her sister. Back across to Katie. Katie up top to Josie Taylor. Corey has it on the wing, in the corner now to Lexi Gooden, cross court, and it was tipped and knocked away. And here's the steal by Woolsey. Woolsey goes up, shot no good, but will draw the foul.
And that foul is going to be on Corey Keister, her first, team second. And Shane, we turn the ball over here on the other end. They're in the matchup zone. We're trying to force it across. We've got to overload the zone, make the zone shift. Then we get the quick skip, and we get the easy basket.
So here is Woolsey at the line. First free throw is no good. She'll have one more. Free throw is good. Makes it 4-0 Lady Hillbillies here in the first. Lady Red Devils still looking for that first bucket. Here's Gooden with it up top. Katie down to free throw line to the block. Cunningham goes up, shot no good, but draw the foul. Nice little high-low there from the professor.
And that foul's on Crane. Her first, team first. That's going to send Abby to the line for two. And yes, Shane, that's perfect. You get the high-low, little dump down low, and go draw the foul.
So Abby Grace hits the first of two. These are Heirloom Legal Service free throws here. Red Devils are on the board now. She'll have one more. And no, she did not get the roll. So 4-1 is where we're at. and that is Briley Burns with the rebound. She'll bring it across the timeline. She's cut off by Lexi Gooden. Now gets it to Woolsey. Woolsey up top. Trying to penetrate, and we're going to get an illegal screen called.
That's right. She didn't come set. And that's going to be on Joy. That's going to be her first. Team second. And, yeah, she came with the old California roll right there, Shane. Elbows out.
So, Lady Red Devils can cut this to 1 or they can tie it up. But we'd like to see the ball go through here so we'll know the offense is existing on this end.
That's right, Shane. Right now there's a lot of standing around.
Katie with it in the corner. Katie looking, gets a screen, three-pointer from the wing, no good. And it is rebounded by Autumn Joy for the Hillbillies. Joy quickly down the floor, cut off by Corey Keister. Gets it inside. It was an errant pass, but Burns comes away with it. Burns' shot was blocked by Cunningham, but they're going to call Cunningham for the foul.
And that's going to be Abby Grace first, team third, and that's going to send Burns to the line for 2.
Briley Burns. So 4:14 left here in the first. 4-1. Free throw is no good.
You know what I say. It's too far away.
So Burns will get one more. Burns' free throw is good. Makes it 5-1. So T still to this point, we've had one bucket in this first quarter.
And it come from a free throw.
Yeah. Here's Josie Taylor in the corner with it. Josie looking back up top to Katie Keister. Katie over to her sister Corey. Back across to Keister, down to Abby Grace inside. Abby Grace goes up. Shot was blocked by Crane. Coach McAnulty's wanting a little contact there, but didn't get the call. Here's a three. No good. But it is rebounded. Oh, my word, she traveled. Yes. Woolsey tried to get away with the, no, I'm sorry, that was Joy tried to get away with, 14 steps inside?
She went from 15 feet without a dribble.
So turnover gives it back to the Lady Red Devils. Katie Keister crosses the timeline over to Lexi Gooden. Gooden looking inside. Abby Grace flashed up, but nothing was there. Corey now hits Abby Grace a little too hard. And that's going to stay with the Lady Red Devils as 2 Hillbillies fought over it, and it goes out of bounds.
Josie Taylor took a good hip check there.
She did. Here's Keister inbounding quick to Abby Grace. Over to Gooden. Corey now back over to Josie Taylor. Now we're going to have a screen.
That's going to be illegal on Abby Grace. That's her second, Shane.
Oh, wow. So Abby Grace Cunningham's going to have to sit down here. 3:18 mark in the first. 2 personal fouls. Madison Stovall checks in. Wow. Here's J.C. Bonds now with it. Gets it off to Woolsey. Woolsey up top, guarded by Katie. Woolsey tries to penetrate now, gets it outside. Three-pointer from Burns, no good. Rebounded by Josie Taylor.
And that's her third 3 attempt, Shane, so she must be able to shoot it out there.
Katie looking for somebody. Over to Josie on the wing, back up top to Katie. Now here's Corey with it on the wing. Corey over to Josie Taylor. Gets it inside to Madison Stovall, and it goes off her hands, and it will go over to the Lady Hillbillies.
And Shane, we're not going to be able to make an entry pass from the top of the key on a zone. You got to get it to a wing to get it inside, or you get it to the high post, face the basketball. We're catching the ball on the three-point line, our shooters are, and keeping the ball above our head. We got to get in an athletic position.
So here's Burns with it. Burns, Joy, layup, good. Burns to Joy as Autumn Joy hits it, and it is 7-1. Jordan Crawford is now checked in the game for the Lady Red Devils. And here's an errant pass and a steal, and here goes all the way coast to coast is Anna Woolsey, and it is 9-1. And Coach McAnulty wants a timeout with 2:08 left You're watching Lady Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Cheek Plumbing Electric Heating and Cooling has been in business for over 50 years. Chuck Cheek is a third-generation owner who specializes in new construction and service work. Located at 103 Northeast 8th Street in Atkins, call 479-641-7992. Again, that's Cheek Plumbing, 479-641-7992. Cheek Plumbing is a proud supporter of the Atkins Red Devils right here on the Russellville Sports Network. Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas. First quarter action, Lady Hillbillies 9, Lady Red Devils 1, and tell you the story of it. First quarter here, man, we got to find some offense.
That's right. It's non-existent right now, Shane. Non-existent offense and a lot of fouls.
And when we say find some offense, we're not even getting shots up. Here's Katie Keister on the wing with it. Tries to penetrate, kicks it to Lexi Gooden, over to Corey. Corey Keister, cross court to Jordan Crawford. Crawford back over to Keister. Back to Katie. Katie. And it goes out of bounds as she was trying to hit Jordan Crawford in the corner. And turnover goes over to the Lady Hillbillies.
Shane, it looks like this is our first basketball game of the year.
So here's Burns with it. Comes across the timeline. There's Powell with it. Back up top to Joy. Back over to Powell. Powell looking inside. Gets it to Crane. Crane running hook shot. Good. Crane makes it 11-1.
She got away with some steps there, Shane, but we got to be more physical on the inside.
Here's Katie Keister trying to penetrate. Gets it off to her sister Corey. Over to Lexi Gooden in the corner. Back up top to Jordan Crawford. Over to Katie. Katie looking inside. And we have an errant pass stolen by the Hillbillies. Joy comes away with it. And here's Burns, shot no good, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Lady Hillbillies.
Shane, I haven't seen us come out this flat in a long time.
Well, I haven't either, and it's after seeing, the games last week, it was just a really good flow offensively, but we're having trouble right now finding it. So we're under a minute left. Here's Crane inside with it. Her turnaround shot, no good. Corey Keister with it. Keister looking down the floor. Now she's going to pull up. Back to her sister at the top of the key. Katie looking. Over in the corner, knocked away. And it will go over to the Lady Hillbillies. So the turnover bug has now hit us here in the first quarter too.
It has, Shane.
Burns over to Bonds. Now in the corner. And Katie Keister's going to get called for a foul on Autumn Joy.
And that's going to be Katie's first, team fifth. So 2 more fouls and the Lady Hillbillies will be in the bonus, Shane. We're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Here he is. Powell with it up top, cross court. Now they get it into Crane. Crane loses it out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Hillbillies. 10 seconds left. 11-1, Lady Hillbillies lead over the Lady Red Devils. Here's the inbounds underneath the bucket. Burns is going to inbound it. Gets it into Crane off her foot, and that's going to go to the Lady Red Devils.
Yeah, you can't catch it out of bounds when you're standing there.
So Red Devils going to have a shot at this as we go with 5 seconds left. Corey at the wing with it, over to Jordan Crawford. 3 seconds left, 2. Corey, shot up, and it's no good. So that's going to bring it into the first quarter. All Lady Hillbillies as they lead the Red Devils 11-1. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center as we get ready to start second quarter of play. And it's been all Lady Hillbillies here in the first. They lead the Lady Red Devils 11-1. As the Lady Red Devils are still looking for that first bucket. Katie Keister at the top with it. Gets it to Lexi Gooden. Over to Corey Keister in the corner, now to Katie. Back up top to her sister Corey, over to Lexi Gooden. Jordan Crawford in the corner. And it was stolen, and it goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lady Hillbillies.
Not only have we not scored, Shane, our post player is on the bench right now with 2 fouls.
Here's Burns with it up top. Burns, she's going to pull up. Shot no good. Katie Keister fought for the rebound, but the Hillbillies come away with it. And now Keister's getting her hands in there again, and that's going to go over to the Lady Red Devils as Keister was able to knock it off Burns.
Now we got to get some offense going, Shane. We got to quit standing around. They're in the 1-3-1. 2-guard front. Let's go.
Here's Katie Keister with it. Penetrates, gets it to Stovall. Stovall loses it, and it goes over to the Hillbillies. That's Powell, no, Woolsey with it in the corner. Now gets it to Burns. Free throw line jumper is no good. Crane with the putback, it's good. Crane makes it 13-1. So Crane's height advantage is really hurting the Red Devils right now. Here's Corey Keister with it. Gets it to Gooden. Free throw line extended. She gets in the lane. Kicks it back out to Katie. Katie's runner is no good. Gooden saves it, but saves it in to Powell. Here comes the Lady Hillbillies with it. Here's Burns. Gets it off to Crane. Jumper good. And that makes it 15-1.
I don't know what to say, Shane.
I don't either. Here is Katie with it. Off to Jordan Crawford, to Gooden in the corner. Cross court now to Corey Keister. In the corner to Katie. Gets it into Madison Stovall. And Stovall just had it taken away. And quickly down the floor is the Hillbillies, and there's a foul.
And I think that foul's going to go on Corey. It is. That's going to be her second. Team 6th, Shane, and that's not good. And that's going to send Powell to the line for 2.
Well, tell you, Coach McAnulty ain't waiting longer. He's putting Abby Grace back in.
He has to, but he's got to take Corey out now.
Yep. First free throw by Powell is good. Makes it 16-1. Gooden comes out along with Stovall.
Ooh, he left her in.
Here's the second free throw is good by Powell. And it is 17-1. Josie Taylor with it up top. Corey has it over to Katie. Gets it into Abby Grace. Abby Grace looking, being triple teamed. Now to Katie. Over to Josie Taylor to Corey Keister. Three-pointer is good. Banks it in. And there's the first bucket for the Lady Red Devils. Makes it 17-4.
And maybe that's what we needed, Shane, to see the ball go through the basket.
Here is Bonds with it. And here's a three-pointer by Woolsey, and it's good. So three-pointer makes it to 20-4 now. Lady Hillbillies quickly down the floor. Lady Red Devils catch the Hillbillies napping. Cunningham with the layup makes it 20-6. And we're going to have a block foul now on Katie Keister.
And that's going to be her second, team 7th. So that's going to put Woosley on the line for 1-1. And the Lady Hillbillies will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half.
But the big story here, T, is both Keisters and Cunningham with 2 fouls each.
That's right.
First free throw is good by Anna Woolsey. Second free throw by Woolsey gets the roll, makes it 22-6. Woolsey's the leading scorer for the Hillbillies. Here's Taylor to Corey Keister. Three-pointer by Katie is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Josie Taylor. Her shot was blocked, and the Hillbillies come away with it. And an errant pass there by Mackenzie Powell goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Lady Red Devils.
That was a good shot by Katie. It literally touched the nylon and came out.
That's the second one here in the first half that we've had go in and out. Here's Katie off to Josie Taylor. Taylor now down in the corner to Abby Grace Cunningham. Baseline jumper is in and out, no good. Josie Taylor with the board, goes up, draws the foul.
And that foul is going to be on Joy, her second, team third. That's going to send Josie Taylor to the line for 2.
22-6, Lady Red Devils trail by 16 here as they're starting to show some life on the offensive end. First free throw by Josie Taylor is good.
It's getting better. Not much standing around now.
22-7. Taylor will shoot her second of the Heirloom Legal Service free throws. And it's no good, and Crane with the rebound. 22-7 now. Lady Red Devils trail by 15. Here's Bonds. Bonds down on the block. Shot was blocked by Cunningham, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it should be Lady.
We got the ball at the court.
Okay. So it's going to stay with the Lady Hillbillies. Here's the inbounds. That is Powell with it. Powell looking inside. Katie almost knocked it away. Powell dribbles, and we got a little travel right there in the lane.
Yeah, she tried to do the oop-de-doop right there.
4:09 left. Quickly down the floor. Cunningham with it. Here's Keister, top of the key. Three is short. Corey with the rebound. Corey goes up. Good. Corey Keister makes it 22-9. And we're going to have timeout, Lady Hillbillies. So with that, we'll take a break. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. Lady Red Devils trailing by 13, under 4 left here in the first half. And here's a three-pointer by Burns, is no good. And Crane, no, that was Woolsey that come away with the offensive board. Their putback was no good, and they got the offensive board again. Lady Red Devils got to block somebody out.
That's right, we're just standing around. We got to put a body on somebody.
Here's J.C. Bonds with it, and she gets it inside, and the bucket was no good by Joy, but she's going to draw the foul, and I'm afraid to ask.
That's on Josie Taylor, her
Okay.
first. Team 8. Going to send Joy to the line for 2.
So Autumn Joy at the line now for the Lady Hillbillies. First free throw is no good. You know, T, they're doing everything they can to leave us in it.
That's right. The ball don't lie, though.
Autumn Joy will have one more. Second free throw, good, makes it 23-9. And Crane will now come back in. Carter Crane checks in for Autumn Joy.
You know, Shane, I'm not much on missing free throws, but if I know after I shoot the first one that there's a sub over there and they don't come in, I'm missing the second one on purpose.
Here's Katie Keister quickly down the floor. Free throw line jumper good, and that makes it 23-12. Bonds quickly down for the Hillbillies. Burns back over to Bonds. Bonds inside to Crane. Crane, and she lost it to Corey Keister. Corey comes out of there with it. Corey quickly down the floor. Gets it to Abby Grace. And that should stay with the Lady Red Devils, and it will. Jump ball. Tell you one thing I've noticed real quick. If you get Carter Crane to put it on the floor, you've got a chance to come away with it.
Yes, you do, Shane.
Here's the inbounds by Katie Keister underneath the goal. She gets it into Crawford. Crawford back over to Keister. Crawford on the wing inside to Cunningham. Katie Keister, three-pointer from the wing is no good. Josie Taylor with the board, and she draws the foul. So Josie Taylor will be going to the line for 2 Heirloom Legal Service free throws here for the Lady Red Devils.
And that's going to be on Bonds, her first, team fourth since Taylor to the line.
Taylor's first free throw is good. She'll get one more. Team, man, the way things have gone here in the first half, got a chance to cut it to 10 right here.
That's one of those things. You know, we always talk about it. Got to cut it to 10 before you can get it anywhere else.
And there's the second one. So now it's a 10-point game, 23-13, with 2:40 left here in the first half.
Now you got to try to get that thing cut to 5.
This is Ella Ray with it, and she gets it back up top to Woolsey. Woolsey. Now they get it in to Burns. Burns in the corner to Reed. Reed drives, kicks it. Oh, Keister almost had it. Burns has it. Free throw line jumper, no good. And Crane comes away with it. Crane to Woolsey. Woolsey in the corner with it. Gets it into Burns. Now down to Crane. Layup good. Boy, they run that high-low good.
And she's so much taller than Josie. Josie was trying all she could.
Katie quickly down the floor to Abby Grace. Shot is no good. She gets her own rebound, draws the foul. So Abby Grace is getting active now underneath.
And that foul is going to be on number 1, Mackenzie Powell. Her first, team fifth, going to send Abby Grace to the line for 2.
So Abby Grace Cunningham going to the line for 2 Heirloom Legal Service free throws for the Lady Red Devils. First one is good. 25-14. She'll have one more at the 1:58 mark left here in the first half. Lexi Gooden is now checked in for the Lady Red Devils as Jordan Crawford steps out. And Cunningham's second one is good. That makes it 25-15. Lady Red Devils staying in that 10-point strike zone. Like to cut it here with a couple of defensive stops. But they get it to Crane on the block. Back up top, Burns. And she traveled. She's kind of been doing that a lot there in the first.
Well, I mean, I like to say it's a lot shorter trip if you take the bus home, but if she'll just wait for her parents, she'll get a ride home.
Here's Katie Keister with it, kicks it out to Josie Taylor. Josie back over to Corey Keister. In the corner now to Lexi Gooden. Lexi looking back up to Josie Taylor, over to Katie Keister. Katie gets it off to Lexi. Over to Josie to Katie. Katie penetrates, running floater is no good. Katie with the board. She gets her own rebound there, gets it to Josie Taylor. Josie, baseline all the way, layup, good! Josie Taylor with the bucket, and there we go, team. Got it to within 8 now.
That's right, got to cut it in half, Shane. That's the name of the game, cut it in half.
Now they get it into Crane. Shot, no good, rebounded by Abby Grace Cunningham. Off and running to Katie Keister. Keister to her sister Corey. Corey's layup, no good. Here is Burns with it. Burns always looking for that 3. Gets it inside now to Reed. Now to Crane's jumper, good. 27-17, under 40 seconds left. Here's Katie. Katie looking for that 3. Gets it to Abby Grace. And it's going to go over to the Lady Hillbillies. And Tell you, here's a really, really smart move right here by Coach McAnulty. He got Abby Grace and Corey out.
That's smart, but you still got Katie out there, and she has two as well.
So 24 seconds left, and it goes to the Lady Hillbillies. As Woolsey has it. Woolsey being patient. And they're going to let this thing run down. Woolsey penetrates. Crane, free throw line jumper is no good. Rebounded by Lexi Gooden. Katie Keister has it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1. She lets it fly. Oh, and it goes off the back of the iron. So that's going to bring it into the first half here, and a little bit better second quarter for the Lady Red Devils as they cut this thing to 10. They trail at the half, 27-17. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers,
Farm Credit.
supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today. Cheek Plumbing Electric Heating and Cooling has been in business for over 50 years. Chuck Cheek is a third-generation owner who specializes in new construction and service work. Located at 103 Northeast 8th Street in Atkins, call 479-641-7992. Again, that's Cheek Plumbing, 479-641-7992. Cheek Plumbing is a proud supporter of the Atkins Red Devils right here on the Russellville Sports Network.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center. There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need, Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Red Devil fans, back here at halftime of the Senior Girls Contest. We're at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, and it was Ozark Lady Hillbillies first quarter, and the Lady Red Devils decided to show up in the second quarter, as they had probably one of the worst offensive quarters you could ever want in the first quarter, but able to draw this thing back to 10 and put themselves in a position to have a chance here in the second half.
That's right, Shane. We were outscored 11-1 in the first quarter and come back in the second quarter, and we both scored 16. So what does that tell you? I mean, right now, the name of our game, we've missed 2 free throws. We've went to the line and we've shot. We're 6 of 8 from the free throw line, which is a good thing.
Right.
But on the bad note, we have 3 girls that's in foul trouble.
Abby Grace and the 2 Keister sisters.
That's right.
They've all got 2. So they're going to have to play smart here in the second half. And then we're looking at the big girl from Ozark, Carter Crane. I mean, she is, we're going to say 6'1", 6'2", maybe. But we've noticed here in the first half, T, if we force her to put the ball on the ground, we've got a chance to come away with it.
That's right. If you make her make a move, she's not as good as when she catches it, faces the basket, and shoots.
Right.
Because Josie Taylor was doing all she could to guard her earlier in the game. She just turned around and shot it over top of Josie.
We've had a lot of and when we got to that point, we've had some turnovers too. When we were pulling back into this game, we've had a lot of errant passes, and that goes to what you've been talking about standing around.
We're doing a lot of standing around. We're not flashed to the basket. Now in the second quarter, we flashed to the basket. We got some. That's why we shot so many free throws. We shot 2 free throws in the first quarter, and we shot 6 in the second quarter. But that's because we were getting the ball in the paint, making them play defense.
It started out, and we know it started out with a 3 by Burns, and Burns is going to pull the trigger out there for Ozark. But they settled down, and then they started using Carter Crane inside once they saw foul trouble by us getting in foul trouble, and Carter was able to have her way with us, and that's where we're at, 27-17. And it's going to take a really, really good effort here to control Carter, and that's going to mean Abby Grace is going to have to be really smart here in the third quarter.
That's right. I mean, Shane, Abby's tall enough to play behind Crane, and when she faces the basket, just get a hand up. But she's the only one that's tall enough to do that. The rest of us, we got to try to front her and have somebody on the backside. Coach McAnulty went from the man-to-man in the first quarter. In the second quarter, he come out in the zone, and it helped out a bunch.
All right, Red Devil fans, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and start this second half for you here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas. It's your Atkins Lady Red Devils trailing by 10 at the half. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, here we go. Back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas, non-conference action. And it's the Lady Hillbillies 27, the Lady Red Devils 17, and it will be Hillbilly ball to start the third quarter. So here's the inbounds to Woolsey. Woolsey in the corner to Joy, down on the block to Burns. Burns trying to drive baseline, cut off, back up top. Here's Woolsey with it. Now down on the baseline to Burns. Burns, cross court. Woolsey with it, now to Joy. It's the same starting five for both teams here. And Burns just run the back door and got the backdoor layup as Lady Red Devils were caught asleep and Woolsey hit her with the pass.
And that's where you get your easy bucket from, Shane, on the zone. Behind. You got to play behind the zone.
Here's Katie Keister with it up top to Josie Taylor on the baseline now to Cunningham. And Cunningham tries to drive, and she lost control of it, and it's taken away by Burns. Burns quickly down the floor. Cross court to Joy. Joy down on the block. Gets it to Woolsey now. There's the easy bucket attempt by Burns, and it rolled out. So the Red Devils catch a break. Here comes Katie Keister with it. Keister to her sister Corey. Three-pointer, no good. And rebound by Joy. Quickly down the floor, and we're going to have double dribble as Woolsey wanted to pass, and then she decided, I'm not going to.
She was like, well, she noticed there wasn't anybody to pass it to, Shane. There was a bunch of red jerseys down there. She had no choice.
So turnover there for the Hillbillies, and it goes over to the Lady Red Devils. Keister with it up top. Katie gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to drive. Goes in, left-handed shot, blocked by Crane, and it comes away to the Hillbillies. Quickly down the floor to Anna Woolsey. Woolsey in the corner with it. Now to Burns. Burns inside to Crane. Crane has it taken away by Cunningham.
And see, Shane, you make her face the basket and make a move, she will turn it over.
Here's Keister with it, down on the block to Corey, her sister, jumper good. Nice look there by Katie, cuts it to 10, 29-19. In the corner now, inside to Crane. Crane shot, no good. Gooden with the rebound. Red Devils can cut it within 10 here. Baseball pass down the floor to Keister, stolen by Mackenzie Powell. And it goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Hillbillies. Madison Stovall will check in now for the Lady Red Devils. So Coach McAnulty's trying to get some height.
That's right. Get two tall girls in. You get one to front and one to back.
Stovall knocks the pass out of bounds intended for Crane. And it'll stay with the Lady Hillbillies. They'll inbound underneath their goal. That is Powell with it. Powell looking, gets it up top now to Woolsey. Woolsey being chased and gets it to Burns. Backdoor cut, layup is good, and draws the foul. As Joy went backdoor and got the layup, that foul's going to be on Madison Stovall.
Her first, team first. And that's going to send Joy to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, Shane.
Joy's free throw is good, makes it 32-19. Here's Katie Keister with it, quickly down the floor, penetrates, goes up, and tries to draw the foul, no call. And it goes off to Burns. Burns over to Joy, down to Crane. Crane turnaround jumpers, good. Crane makes it 34-19. Coach McAnulty wants a timeout. So with that, we'll take a break. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Well, Kelly wants a challenge then, don't he? We're back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. It is 34-19. Lady Hillbillies over the Lady Red Devils is T. This third quarter, it's kind of shaping up like that first quarter.
I don't know if we've scored, Shane. Have we scored?
Yeah, we did.
We scored 2 points.
Yeah.
But our defense is not very good right now.
No, they're hitting a lot of backdoor cuts.
We're just kind of standing around. We're standing around on both ends of the floor, offense and defense, Shane, and that's very uncharacteristic of us.
So it will be Lady Red Devils ball here. 5:04 left in the third. It goes to Katie Keister now. Keister comes across the timeline. In the corner to Abby Grace Cunningham. Cunningham to Corey Keister, over to Katie. Katie looking inside, cross court to Josie Taylor. Three-pointer from the corner's good. That's a Farm Credit three-point bucket. It's 34-22.
And Taylor, she's playing great tonight, Shane.
Here's a steal by Taylor as she got the entry pass, stole the entry pass, and gets it off to Corey Keister. Corey back to Taylor. She thought about the three, but now goes back to Keister. Over to Katie. Katie looking inside. Here's Taylor with it at the top. Gets it inside to Cunningham, and she walked. So turnover by the Lady Red Devils, and it goes over to the Lady Hillbillies. Lady Hillbillies leading by 12. And here's over to Joy. Joy in the corner to Burns. Burns looking for Crane inside. Back up top to Joy. And Katie puts some pressure on Joy, and Joy loses it out of bounds, and it'll go to the Lady Red Devils.
And Shane, they're trying to get the ball inside to Crane, but Madison, she is being physical with Crane. She's pushing her around a little bit, and she can afford to do that because she's not in foul trouble.
Three-point attempt by Corey Keister is no good, and it'll go over to the Lady Hillbillies. That was a good look by Corey. She had it wide open, just couldn't get it to go.
Got to keep shooting.
34-22. Here's Woolsey with it inside now. Burns baseline jumper, no good, but no backside rebound, and Josie Taylor's going to draw the foul as nobody was on the backside board there for the Lady Red Devils.
And that's Josie's second, team second, and that's going to send Joy to the line for two, Shane. It seems like I've said her name a lot going to the free throw line.
Autumn Joy at the line. First free throw is no good. She'll get one more. 3:42 left here in the third. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Madison Stovall. So Lady Red Devils catch a break there. Two misses at the line for the Hillbillies. Katie Keister quickly down the floor. Taylor three-pointer is no good. Katie saves it to her sister Corey. Corey couldn't save it. And Hillbillies come away with it. And Stovall's going to draw the foul as Woolsey went up and missed the layup.
And that's going to be Madison's second.
You know, you applaud the effort there by the Keister sisters as they both tried to save it going out of bounds, but it come away to the Hillbillies, and we're still catching those breaks as the Hillbillies are struggling at the line.
That's right. Now we got to get our shots to fall. We're getting good looks at it. We just got to get them to fall.
So Woolsey misses the first, hits the second, and that'll make it 35-22 as Jordan Crawford checks in for Madison Stovall. So here's Corey Keister coming across the timeline. Corey trying to penetrate, kicks it in the corner. Josie Taylor gets it to Abby Grace. Abby Grace on the block with it, kicks it to Jordan Crawford. Back to Taylor, cross court to Katie. Katie trying to penetrate and loses it, but gets it back. Katie Keister three-pointer is no good. Abby Grace tried to save it, goes out of bounds to the Lady Hillbillies.
Let me tell you something, Shane. That was great effort by Katie Keister, but she just took the worst shot in basketball, as her father would call it, because she's standing on the three-point line, and that's the longest two ever. Right. The longest layup you'll ever shoot.
So here's Burns with it in the corner. Burns, and almost stolen, but Joy comes away with it. And we're going to have a travel here. Boy, you just the Lady Red Devils are getting so many breaks right now, they've got to start taking advantage of it.
That's right, Shane. We got to stop turning the ball over.
So here we go again, 35-22. Gets it to Abby Grace Cunningham at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Corey Keister. Corey on the wing with it. Corey looking inside now to Josie Taylor. Josie goes up, draws the foul on Crane. Nice attack there by Josie Taylor.
That's right, and that's what you got to do. Get the ball in the middle of the zone and attack the rim. And that foul's going to be on Crane. Her second, team first. That sends Josie Taylor to the line for 2.
Josie Taylor's first free throw is no good. Josie will have one more here for her Heirloom Legal Service free throws here. .227 left in the third. Red Devils trying to cut into this lead. Taylor's second is good, 35-23. Here's Bond with it. Bond in the corner. J.C. Bond looking. Back up. Bond's going to bring it up top. Bond. She's looking. Trying to drive baseline and stolen by Katie Keister. Good defense by her sister Corey there, though. And here comes Katie all the way down the floor. Katie tries to go to Abby Grace. Abby Grace to Josie. Back to Crawford. Crawford over to Corey. In the corner, Katie, three-pointer, good! Farm credit three-point basket by Katie Keister. And team, we've cut this thing under 10 now, finally. But there's the Hillbillies right back.
As soon as you say it, Shane.
J.C. Bonds with the bucket. It's 37-26, and that pass is knocked away. Keister's pass was knocked away. It'll stay with the Lady Red Devils. 1:32 left here in the third.
Saw Katie get a little mouthy there after she made that three, Shane.
I did too. There's one thing about Katie Keister as a ninth grader. She's full of confidence.
She's got a lot of it.
Katie back over to her sister Corey. Back over to Katie. Katie looking inside. Gooden kicks it out to Corey. Corey Keister three-pointer. Good! A farm credit three-point basket, and it's 37-29. 8-point lead for the Hillbillies.
Them Keister girls are getting warmed up, Shane.
Here they get it inside Crane. Crane's left-handed layup good. You know, she did it right there, T. She kept it high and just turned around and made the
Abby
layup.
couldn't make it anything because she's got 2 fouls.
Here, and it's knocked away. Errant pass. 39-29. Here comes Woolsey. Woolsey's going to be fouled by Katie Keister.
And that's going to be Katie's third. Team fourth. That's going to send Woosley to the line for 2.
50 seconds left here in the third. 39-29. Lady Hillbillies lead.
Shane, Abby's missing some passes that she normally catches.
First free throw is no good. Woolsey will have one more. Boy, it's a good thing they are struggling at the free throw line tonight. It's keeping us within striking distance. Second one's good. It is 40-29, 50 seconds left. You need a big basket here, T. Corey Keister, three-pointer, good! Another farm credit three-point basket by Corey Keister, cuts it to 8.
Now you need to stop.
Here's Burns with it. Woolsey to Joy. Back to Woolsey. They get it inside to Crane. She traveled, but they didn't call it. Bond, bucket, jumper, no good. And the putback by Joy is good. It's 42-32. Here comes Katie Keister, under 15 seconds. Gets it to Lexi. Lexi Gooden kicks it out to Jordan Crawford, back up to Katie. 5 seconds left. Katie penetrates, kicks it out to Corey. Three-pointer, no good. Putback by Cunningham is good at the buzzer. So that's where we're at. Lady Hillbillies 42, Atkins Lady Red Devils 34. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. And Lady Red Devils got themselves back in this ball game as they trailed by 8 going into this final quarter of play, 42-34. So team, they had to buckle down. We may have a good finish here.
Started off slow.
Yeah. So Lady Red Devils inbound start out the fourth quarter here. Katie at the top with it. Katie Keister trying to penetrate. Gets it down to Cunningham. Nice pass. And Cunningham draws the foul. She was tripped. Nice feed there by, I'm going to give her that professor one on that one.
No, she lost that name tonight, Shane. And that foul's going to be on Burns. Her first.
Wow, they had nobody in foul trouble.
Second team foul.
So here's the inbounds to to Cunningham. Lexi looking. Ooh, Corey shuffled, but she got away with it. Jordan Crawford has it now to Katie. Katie inside Gooden. Lexi, and Lexi's going to get called for a double dribble.
Lexi needs to catch the ball to the high post, face the basket, and attack the rim. Because they're trying to double team Abby.
A lot of indecisiveness right there. Nobody knew what they wanted to do with it. Burns has it now to Bonds. Down inside to Joy. Layup good. Makes it 44-34. Back to a 10-point lead for the Hillbillies. Katie Keister, three-pointer at the top. No good. Her sister Corey with the board. And we're going to have a foul on Burns.
And that's going to be Burns' second, Shane. Team third.
So Katie will inbounds on the baseline. Gets it in to Cunningham. Cunningham penetrates, kicks it out. I didn't see that one. Coach McAnulty looks befuddled. I didn't see the travel there, but they're going to call travel on Abby Grace Cunningham.
Maybe she drug her foot. I'm not sure, Shane.
Coach McAnulty still looks perplexed over there. Burns into Joy. Joy kicks it out. Crane's going to shoot a three. Are you kidding me? Crane hits the three. 47-34. Katie Keister to Jordan Crawford. Cross court to Corey. Corey to Lexi Gooden. Corey has it now in the wing. Cross court to Katie. Back to Gooden. Gooden trying to drive. Goes up. Nice pass. Nice pass to Abby Grace for the bucket. Makes it 47-36.
I told you what to do, Shane. Just listen.
Here's Burns. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebounded by Cunningham. Katie Keister off and running with it. Keister trying to penetrate. Gets it to her sister Corey, to Gooden. Back to Corey. Corey, three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Gooden. Gooden goes up and draws the foul.
And that foul's going to be on Joy, her third. Team fourth. That's going to send Lexi Gooden to the line for two, Shane.
Lady Red Devils trail by 11. She can cut this to 9 with 2 free throws. Gooden's first. Good. Gooden hits the first of 2 Heirloom Legal service free throws. She'll have one more.
Uno más.
Gooden. Second is good. Gooden hits them both, cuts this thing back under 10 to 9. 6 minutes left. Gonna have a couple stops here. Burns looking for that 3 up top. Gets it off to Woolsey. Back to Joy. Joy. And Joy's gonna get called for a double dribble. So here's that first stop. So let's see if we can't Capitalize. Josie Taylor checks back in for the Lady Red Devils as Jordan Crawford will take a seat. Keister to Gooden. Gooden kicks it out to Corey. Back up top to Katie. Back inside to Gooden. Gooden gets it down. Abby Grace kicks it out. Taylor couldn't hold on to it, but Katie's going to fire the three, and it's good. That's a farm credit three-point basket by Katie Keister. Hey, tell you, we've got this thing down to 6 now.
That's right, and all 5 girls touched the ball on that possession, Shane.
Here's Crane with it. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded by Josie Taylor. Josie has it stolen, and there's a layup by the Hillbillies. Joy on the putback, 49-48. Katie penetrating, gets it to Josie. Back up to Gooden. Over to Corey. Corey Keister back to Lexi Gooden. Over to Katie. Gets it inside Cunningham. Cunningham free throw line. Jumper is no good. And we're going to have a foul on the Lady Red Devils.
And that's going to be on Lexi Gooden, her second, team 5th. And Shane, I think Abby might have forced that one right there. She had 2 girls open, one at the top, one in the corner. Hey, let the game come to you. You don't have to keep forcing. There's plenty of time left in this game.
49-41. Burns with it at the top. Now she hits Joy rolling to the bucket, and Katie's going to get called for the foul.
That's going to be her 4th, team 6th. And that's sending Joy back to the line, Shane.
Autumn Joy at the line for the Lady Hillbillies. They have an 8-point lead. First free throw is good. She'll have one more. So, tell you, here's a big moment now for the Lady Red Devils. 4:30 left, and your point guard has 4 fouls.
She's smart enough to know not to pick up a 5th one. You think. We think. We hope.
Here's the second by Joy. No good. Rebounded by Gooden. Gooden off to Katie Keister. Katie gets it to Gooden. Gooden cross court to Josie. Corey, three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Burns. Here comes Burns. Quickly down. Kicks it in the corner. Woolsey, three-pointer, no good. And Josie Taylor's going to get the rebound and draw the foul on Joy.
And that's going to be Joy's 4th, team 5th.
So 4:04 left. We trail by 9. Gooden with it at the free throw line. Gets it down to Cunningham, and there's a foul on Burns.
And that's going to be Briley Burns' 3rd, team 6. So now, Shane, on both ends, we'll be in the bonus the rest of the game.
Here's the inbounds to Cunningham, to Gooden, over to Taylor. Taylor couldn't get it over to Katie. And here goes Woolsey down the floor. Layup is good. So 52-41 as the turnover bug has struck us again. Gooden inside to Cunningham. Cunningham kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor's three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Joy. Off to Briley Burns. Burns quickly down the floor. Gets it to Woolsey. Back to Burns. Burns kicks it back up top. And, almost backcourt, but Woolsey was able to run it down. And turnover, and Corey Keister comes away with it quickly down the floor. And Red Devils throw it away, goes back over to the Hillbillies, and the Hillbillies won a timeout. So 52-41, Lady Red Devils trail by 11. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. 3:03 left in the ball game. It is Ozark Lady Hillbillies 52, the Atkins Lady Red Devils 41. Tell you, every time we draw it in and you think we're fixing to strike, turnover bug.
That's right, Shane. And this is a great test for our girls because this is the first time we've had to face adversity all year, Shane.
Right. So here the Lady Red Devils now putting on a press, and Woolsey breaks it. Woolsey brings it back up top. That is Powell with it in the corner. Powell losing it. Gooden's all over, and Keister tried to come away with the steal almost, but Burns gets it. Burns gets it back to Joy. Joy's going to pull it back out. Joy trying to penetrate, kicks it. Three-pointer, Burns from the corner, no good. Lexi Gooden fights for it, and she steps out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Hillbillies.
You can't catch a break, Shane.
No. So here's the inbounds by the Hillbillies. Katie's putting pressure all over, and now it's stolen by Keister, and then it's stolen back by the Hillbillies. Good effort by Katie, but she wasn't able to come away with it. They get it inside to Crane. Crane being double teamed. Now it's a steal by the Lady Red Devils. Corey Keister off and running with it. Corey all the way down the floor. Layup is no good. Comes to Josie Taylor though on the rebound. Katie three-pointer at the top, no good. Rebounded by Burns for the Lady Hillbillies. Quickly down the floor, and we got away with the Euro step right there. And it's 54-41. Joy makes the layup. Oh, that's it for Katie. Oh, wow.
That wasn't a charge.
No.
But that's going to be Katie's seventh team foul.
So Katie Keister's fouled out with 1:36 left. And Coach McAnulty wants to take a timeout, so we'll take a break. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center, 1:36 left. And Hillbillies are going to inbounds underneath the goal, and they throw the baseball pass, and layup is good by Joy. 56-41 now. Red Devils trail by 15. Corey Keister quickly down the floor to Crawford, to Cunningham. Back to Crawford. Crawford gets it to Cunningham inside, kicks it Taylor, three-pointer, good. Farm credit three-pointer by Josie Taylor, makes it 56-44. Here's Burns with it. Burns to Joy. And Joy's going to gets it to Powell. Powell will be fouled by Taylor.
And that's going to be Josie's third, teammate. Going to send Powell to the line for 1-on-1, Shane.
1 minute exactly in the game. First free throw is no good. Rebounded by Madison Stovall. Quickly to Corey Keister. Keister quickly down the floor looking. Gets it into Stovall. That should have been a foul by Crane. She reached over Stovall to knock it away. But here with 1 minute left, we're probably not going to get that. Here's the dribble around by Woolsey. Gets it off to Burns. Burns down to 35 seconds left. Burns gets it to Joy. Joy being double teamed, gets it back to Burns. Quickly over to Powell. Powell's going to hold it. Powell in the corner to Crane. Crane back up top. Burns has it.
And don't foul here, Shane. You just play defense.
We're down to 15 seconds to Crane. Crane in the corner. And that's going to be the ball game here as the final seconds tick off. And the Lady Red Devils will fall 56-44 to the Lady Hillbillies. So that'll put the Lady Red Devils to 3-1 on the year, and the Lady Hillbillies will go to 4-2 on the year. All right, Red Devil fans, we're going to take a few minutes break here. We'll come back and recap this girls contest and get you ready for the senior boys. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center as we get ready for the senior boys contest here tonight between your Atkins Red Devils and the Ozark Hillbillies. But quickly, we're going to recap what we just saw in the girls' game. And we lose 56-44. And you go back, played them pretty much evenly if you throw away that first quarter. But that first quarter, when you don't hit a shot and you're down 11-1, there's where the difference is in this game.
It's hard to come back from that, Shane. You can't start off behind the 8-ball, and we definitely started off behind the 8-ball tonight. We couldn't get anything going. Abby picks up 2 quick fouls and has to go to the bench, and there goes our inside game. And it looked like we were just going through the motions. So, like we expected to win.
We saw, and the first time that we've, since me and you've been doing games with Abby Grace playing, that's the first time that I've seen she was at a height disadvantage.
She was at a height disadvantage, Shane. And, like I said in the broadcast, she was missing passes that she normally catches.
Right. So the Lady Red Devils fall to 3-1, and like you made a good point at the end of the game, hey, this was good experience for the Lady Red Devils. Non-conference game. You came into a 4A school. You faced some adversity, so you'll learn from this tonight.
And you're 1-1 in the 4A right now.
Right.
And you go this week. They go up to Rogers this week, towards the end of the week, and they're going to play Little Rock Central, 7A school. I'm not sure who else they have on the schedule, but I know Little Rock Central is going to be that first game. And that right there will let our girls know where we will fall when conference time starts next week.
So, Lady Red Devils go to 3-1, and like my broadcast partner said, their next action will be Thursday up in the Rogers tournament in Northwest Arkansas. But now let's talk to you about senior boys action here.
You forgot the player of the game, Sean.
Player of the game. Player of the game for the Lady Red Devils is Corey Keister here tonight. Led the Lady Red Devils with 13 points. Had some big three-point buckets in the rally run when we got it cut to 6. But 6 was as close as we could get. But we're going to go with Corey Keister's 13 points, leading the Lady Red Devils tonight as our Union Grove player of the game here tonight in Ozark. Senior boys contest here. We find that the Atkins senior boys come in tonight 1-1. Lost to Pottsville on Tuesday, then came back and beat Danville on Thursday. Had some more practice time, so we might see a different attack mode out here tonight for the senior boys.
Yeah, I see the starting lineup has changed up tremendously.
Caden McDaniel's coming back from an injury. He's back in the start lineup, and he's going with Zach Berkemeyer. So he's going with some height and some physicality.
Yeah, we're definitely going with the height, Shane.
All right, here we go as we get ready for the start. We'll do the starting lineups, and first for the Ozark Hillbillies, it will be number 2, Landon Wright, number 10, Brayson Peters, number 14, Caden McAnally, number 15, Jace Richard, and number 22, Tanner Bailey. For the Atkins Red Devils, it's going to be number 2, Devin Roberts, number 3, Antoine Collins, number 4, Caden McDaniel, number 10, Jacob Riffle, and number 34, Zach Berkemeyer.
Glad to see Gardner Minshew get his starting debut as a Red Devil basketball player. And for those of you fans out there watching and listening that do not know who Gardner Minshew is, he played for Mike Leach at Washington State. He has a mullet and a mustache, a.k.a. Zach Berkemeyer.
So, the Ozark, if we understood right, this is really Ozark's first game with their whole team, their football guys.
Yes, that's correct, Shane.
As he played 4 games without his football guys, and he went 0-4.
That should tell you something. I watched this team play last year, Shane, and they were very, very well coached, and they had some athletes.
So we're expecting a tough one here tonight in the Hillbilly Activity Center, and we're just about ready for senior boys competition here between your Atkins Red Devils.
I don't know if you would call it a competition. I think we're in a dance-off because you're up here dancing. Justin, our producer, he's up here dancing. You're singing during break. Justin, I can't hear him down there on the other end. But it's like I'm at a 80s concert, rock band concert up here. I wasn't even born when this stuff come out.
All right. Here we're going, and the tip is controlled by the Red Devils. That will be Jacob Riffle coming across the timeline. Gets it off to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel up top to Devin Roberts, to Antoine Collins. Collins back to Riffle. Riffle penetrates. Kicks out to Collins. To Barkermeyer at the free throw line. To Roberts. Devin looking, now gets it off to Collins. Collins trying to drive, he's cut off there. As the Hillbillies have opened up into man-to-man, T.
That's what they play, Shane.
And Riffle's going to get called for a little ball staying on the hip.
That would be a carry. He tried to put it in his pocket and take it home with him. Can't do that.
So, turnover right off the bat. And here we go, three-pointer by McAnally. Was no good. Devin Roberts comes away with it. Roberts off and running. Roberts loses it but keeps it, and he's going to draw the foul.
And that foul is going to be on number 2, Landon Wright. His first, team first. And Shane, not only do we have Gardner Minshew on our team, but they have Trevor Lawrence.
He does. He does look like Trevor Lawrence.
And Gardner Minshew's Trevor Lawrence backup.
Here's the inbounds. Caden McDaniel, three-pointer, no good. And Barkermeyer with the board, kicks it out. Riffle has it up top. So Barkermeyer doing what he's in there for, getting the dirty work. Collins, back up top to Roberts. Here's Riffle with it. Trying to penetrate. Floater is good. Jacob Riffle with the floater makes it 2-0 Red Devils. Here's McAnally with it. Three-pointer up top by Wright. No good. Barkermeyer gets the rebound and draws the foul.
And he's going to be fouled by Tanner Bailey. His first, team second. This Ozark come out being physical, Shane.
They still may have some football left in them.
Yeah, buddy, they do.
Here's Riffle with it on the wing. Gets it back to Devin Roberts. Roberts to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel gets a screen from Collins. McDaniel drives. Kicks it to Roberts in the corner. Roberts back up top. Roberts' deep three is good. Farm credit three-point basket by Devin Roberts makes it 5-0 Red Devils.
The big fella dribbling it around outside the key and letting it fly.
Here's Peters coming across the timeline. He gets it to McAnally. McAnally gets it to Bailey. Back to Peters. That's right with it to Peters. Richard has it. Now in the corner. That's McAnally with it. Back up top to Bailey. Bailey looking. Red Devils in a man-to-man. And Hillbillies are having trouble finding, but here they go with the three again, and it's good. That's McAnally with the three. Hit, makes it 5-3. Here's Riffle coming across the timeline. In the corner to Collins. Collins to Devin Roberts. And it's knocked away, and the Hillbillies come away with it. quickly down the floor. Here's McAnally three-pointer, no good. And Red Devils catch a break there as they were standing flat-footed, and it went out of bounds and off the Hillbillies.
Yeah, we were just standing there. We got to attack the rim and get that defensive board, Shane. But we can't let McAnally stand out there and shoot it because he's got a nice little jump shot.
He is firing threes here in the first. Here's Devin Roberts with it. Roberts. Boy, they are all over us. Riffle has it up top. Tried to hit McDaniel, throws it away. And here comes Peters with it. And Riffle tried to take it back, and he knocks it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Hillbillies. Here's Archer with it now. Kyle Archer's in the game. Gets it to Peters. Peters in the corner with it. Now they get it down on the block to Peters. Peters kicks it out. And here's a three-pointer. Oh, he thought about it, but he didn't do it. But Riffle comes away with the steal. Riffle goes coast to coast. Layup is no good. And Hillbillies off and running. And we're going to have a travel call as Peters shuffled his feet.
He did, Shane. He hesitated there. But on the other end, Riffle's got to expect the contact and go finish the layup. You can't be trying to avoid the contact and look pretty and finger roll your layup. Go to the rim strong and finish and get fouled.
Roberts comes across the timeline. Devin gets it off to Riffle. Riffle penetrates. And he's going to get caught. No, he's going to draw the foul.
And that's going to be on number 14, McAnally.
McAnally draws his first.
Team's third.
Cade McDaniel inbounds and throws it away. And here's all the way down the floor. Layup is good by Peters. And we're tied at 5. So here comes Riffle across the timeline. Gets it off to McDaniel. It goes off McDaniel's foot, but he controls it. Gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer, Devin Roberts, three-pointer at the top, no good. Berkemeyer with the rebound, gets it to Riffle. Riffle, deep three, no good. Berkemeyer with another offensive rebound. And it's thrown away as Wright comes away with it. Wright, three-pointer from the wing is no good. And it'll go out of bounds and stay with the Hillbillies.
And Shane, we're taking entirely too many three-point baskets on the offense end. We've got to attack the rim.
So checking into the game now.
Reese Bixler.
Will be Reese Bixler and Andrew Tybeck. Here's the inbounds, and Bixler almost comes away with the steal. And here's a deep three by the Hillbillies, and that was Peters, no good. Rebounded by Berkemeyer. Off to Tybeck. Tybeck to Roberts. Back to Tybeck, and Tybeck walks.
Normally we don't have any problem checking the air pressure in the ball, but tonight we want to take off running before we dribble it.
So here is Ben Kemp checking in now for Zach Berkemeyer. I'll have to give credit. Berkemeyer did his job. He was a force on both ends, on the boards.
You think he's a window maker because he was cleaning the glass.
So here's the Hillbillies with it up top. Three-pointer at the top of the key is no good. That was Peters. And Kemp comes away with the loose ball, but it's stolen by the Hillbillies. Now here's Peters up top with it. And Peters' runner is no good, but he'll draw the foul.
And that's kind of a touchy foul right there, Shane, but that foul's going to be on Reese Bixler, his first, team first, shockingly, our first team foul. That's going to send Peters to the line for 2.
Peters' first free throw is no good. Peters will have one more. And it's no good. Rebounded by Roberts. Peters misses both of them. We're tied at 5. Here's Tyback with it on the wing. And we're going to get an illegal screen by Ben Kemp.
And that's going to be Ben's first, team second.
Here is Archer with it. Archer off to Richard. Richard back over to McAnally. Down on the block to Asbeck. And taken away by Kemp. Gets it to Caden McDaniel. Minute and a half left here in the first. We're tied at 5. Ooh, McDaniel almost pushed off there, but they didn't call it. Tyback has it up top. His jumper is no good. Kind of forced that one.
They're playing a little physical with us, Shane. We got to be physical back. You got to attack the basket.
McAnally on the wing with it. And this is Archer with it. Back to McAnally. Bailey has it. Archer, layup, no good. Here comes Tyback with it. Tyback gets it into Kemp. Back to Tyback. No good. Put back by Bixler, no good. Bixler fighting for it. And Hillbillies come away with it. Here's Archer with it. Archer quickly down the floor. Stolen by Caden McDaniel. And baseball pass down the floor. And Tyback. Oh, he almost made the shot. But he's going to draw the foul. But they're going to say on the floor.
And that foul is going to be on Asbeck, his first, 4th team foul. And that right there is what you call acrobatics.
Caden McDaniel inbounds, gets it to Kemp. Kemp going to be tied up. Jump ball goes to the Hillbillies. So 30 seconds left. We're tied at 5. Here's Archer coming across the timeline. Archer gets to the free throw line. Now he gets down the lane. Gets 3 up in the air, but then loses it. Red Devils come away with it. Tyback quickly down the floor, and his layup is blocked out of bounds. And Coach Palmer wants a timeout with 7 seconds left. We're tied at 5. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
All right, Red Devil fans back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're tied at 5, and the Red Devils will be inbounded underneath their goal. Caden McDaniel will be inbounded.
Can we set the back screen for Devin Roberts for the lob for an easy 2 right here?
And here we go. Gets it into Roberts. Roberts fakes it. Baseline. Goes up. And draws the foul.
He should have just dunked on all 3 of them down there, Shane.
Boy, he got up.
That foul's going to be on Peters. First foul for him. 5th team foul. That sends Devin to the line for 2.
So Roberts' first free throw is good, and he'll have one more of the Heirloom Legal Service free throws. 3 seconds left here in the first. Roberts second. Good. 7-5 now. Red Devils lead by 2. 3.8. Here we go. McAnally coming across the timeline. Pulls up. 3-pointer at the top. No good. So that's where we'll end here in the first. Red Devils 7, Ozark 5. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas. It is 7-5 Red Devils as we get ready to start second quarter play. And our Windex man's back in, Zach Berkemeyer.
Gardner Minshew.
Red Devils have possession, start second here. That's Riffle with it off to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel gets it in to Berkemeyer, kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts looking, needs help, and gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel trying to penetrate, gets it to Collins. They're going to call the charge on McDaniel.
And that foul's going to be on Caden, his first, team third. Still doing a lot of standing around, Shane. We got to set some back picks or some ball screens. Got to move.
Here is Peters with it. Peters gets it off to McAnally. McAnally over to the corner now. That's Wright with it. Wright, baseline. Gets it to Bailey. His shot was blocked on the baseline by Roberts. Roberts comes away with it. Gets it to Riffle. Here's McDaniel with it. McDaniel, Berkemeyer off to Roberts. Roberts thought about the three. Goes back to Antoine Collins. Collins to McDaniel. Back to Berkemeyer. Over to Riffle on the wing. Off to Collins. Now Roberts has it at the top. Roberts trying to penetrate. Backs it back out. Gets it to McDaniel. Now McDaniels resets the offense. McDaniel to Roberts. Roberts thought about the three. Now he gets it inside Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer goes to the block. Gets it to Collins. Collins steps on the out of bounds line. And it goes over to the Hillbillies. And we've got Bixler coming in for Collins right now. So here's Archer with it for the Hillbillies. Comes across the timeline. Archer up top with it to McAnally on the wing. Back up top to Archer. Over to Wright. Back to Archer. McAnally on the wing. Oh, we're going to have a little jump stop walk there.
I was going to count how many times you could say Archer to Roberts, to Archer, to Wright, to Archer, right, Archer. Because they was just playing hot potato with it, Shane.
7-5, Red Devils lead. Here's Riffle with it off to Devin Roberts. Devin getting screened from Berkemeyer, gives it to McDaniel. McDaniel gets the screen. Jumper, no good from the free throw line. And Riffle comes away with it as our man Berkemeyer kept it alive. Riffle all the way, layup, good. Tribute that basket to Berkemeyer's hustle.
It's like a hockey assist.
Yeah.
Like a pass away from a pass to a score.
Here's McAnulty off to Archer. And here's the three from the wing is no good by Landon Wright. Roberts comes away with the rebound. Red Devils lead by 4.
And don't get it wrong, fans. No, I do not watch hockey.
Here's Devin Roberts with it. Caden McDaniel on the wing. Reverse dribbles down to the block. Shot is good. Nice move by Caden McDaniel. Went up strong, as we've been talking about here.
That's right, Shane. Hey, when a team's physical, you got to be physical back.
Right. 11-5 now, Red Devils. Here's Wright in the corner now. Archer up top. Over to Wright. Wright back to Archer. Gets it to Asbeck. Asbeck gets it down on the baseline. That's Peters with it. Back to Asbeck. Here's Wright. Three-pointer, good. Landon Wright, three-point bucket, makes it 11-8.
And we're playing pretty good defense, Shane.
Not bad. Riffle comes across the timeline. As Ozark staying in that man-to-man. It's going to stay with the Red Devils as Archer knocks it out of bounds.
All that fancy dribbling.
You can't get caught dribbling around up top there.
That fancy dribbling.
Got to get rid of it. Roberts. McDaniel, free throw line. Jumper, good. McDaniel with the bucket makes it 13-8. Here's Archer with it up top. Gets it over to Wright. Back to Archer. Down to Peters. Peters, baseline to Asbeck. And Asbeck's going to draw the foul on Zach Berkemeyer.
And that's the most contact I've seen Berkemeyer have all year, Shane. And that's going to be his first foul, fourth team foul.
Got it inbounds now. Archer gets it into McAnally. Turnaround jumper, good. McAnally with the turnaround jumper makes it 13-10. Here comes Riffle across the timeline. Gets it off to Devin Roberts. Roberts setting the offense. And McDaniel was covered this time, but Roberts drives down the lane and loses it out of bounds, and it'll go to the Hillbillies.
Trying to play too much one-on-one now, Shane. Get back to the screen and roll, get the ball high post, face the basket. We've got some easy buckets from there.
Here's Archer coming across the timeline. Archer in the corner now. Three-pointer by Wright was no good. Rebounded by Caden McDaniel. We're under 3 left here in the first half. Devin Roberts gets it to Reese Bixler. Down to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel looking on the wing, trying to penetrate. Gets in the lane. Jumper is good. Caden McDaniel making a showing here in the second quarter. Makes it 15-10. McAnally with it. McAnally gets it off to Archer. In the corner now to Wright. Back up top to Archer. Archer trying to penetrate. Free throw line jumper is good. Archer with the bucket. It's first of the game. Here's Riffle coming across the timeline. And Riffle's going to get called for a carry. And it will go over now to the Hillbillies.
And Andrew Tybeck is coming to the game, Shane.
So we've got the 2 big men, Roberts and Berkemeyer in, then we've got what we'll call 3 guards, Tybeck, Bixler, and Riffle.
Short guys.
Yeah. Here's Wright with it to Archer. McAnally looking. He's going to pull the trigger. And it's no good. Rebounded by Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer off to Riffle. Under 2 now left here in the first half. Riffle off to Roberts. Deep 3 by Roberts is no good. Rebounded by Landon Wright. Kyle Archer with it. Off to Wright. McAnulty. Gets it off to Peters. Peters goes underneath. Bucket no good. Tybeck with the rebound. Gets it to Bixler. And we're going to timeout Red Devils, 1:18 left in the first half. Your score, Atkins 15, Ozark 12. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas. We got 1:18 left here in the first half, and your Red Devils lead 15-12. And anybody from Ozark watching, we deeply apologize as we've been calling number 4 Max Asbeck, and it's Eli Massengale.
Yeah, I was informed that the scorebook live was wrong, Shane.
So here's the inbounds by the Red Devils. Collins has it up top. Collins is going to draw the foul.
And that foul is going to be on Wright, his second, team 6th.
Tanner Bailey checks in for the Hillbillies as Landon Wright goes out. So the Red Devils will inbounds from the side, and they'll be in the bonus next. And almost a turnover, but Bixler saved it. And now we're going to foul on Tanner Bailey, and that is going to put Antoine Collins at the line.
For 1-and-1. And Shane, if Antoine don't stop his emotions as the whistle blows every time, he's fixing to end up with a technical foul.
Collins' first free throw is no good. Here's Archer with it. Gets it to Massengale, back to Archer. And Archer draws the foul on Jacob Riffle.
And that's going to be Riffle's first, 5th team foul.
So they'll inbounds, Hillbillies will inbounds underneath the goal. They get it in to Massengale. Back up top now to Archer. Archer gets it over to Peters. Back to McAnally. There's Bailey with it, back up to Archer. Now Massengale has it on the baseline. Now he hits Archer cutting, and now Peters on the block. Jumper no good, and there's Berkemeyer cleaning it up, gets it out to Riffle. So we are now at around 20 seconds left here in the first, leading by 3. Roberts has it. Devin gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer over to Riffle. Riffle. Devin Roberts. 10 seconds. Berkemeyer up top to Riffle. 5 seconds. Red Devils need to go. Here's the floater. And they're going to draw the foul. So Riffle draws the foul on the floater, and we'll go to the line with .8 left here in the first half.
And that's going to be on Tanner Bailey, Shane. That's his 3rd. Team 8th. Riffle to the line for 2.
So Riffle will be going to the line, 2 Heirloom Legal Service free throws, and he missed the first one. He'll have one more. Second one is good. Makes it 16-12. .8 left. Here's the inbounds. Archer, half court. No good. And that's going to bring it in to the first half. It's your Atkins Red Devils 16. The Ozark Hillbillies 12. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today. There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. It's halftime of the Senior Boys Contest. And it's your Atkins Red Devils 16, the Ozark Hillbillies 12. T, not much offense here in the first half by either team. A lot of missed shots. We've seen a lot of physical play, though, here in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen some physical play. But Ozark's definitely being physical on the defensive end. They are pushing and shoving. And our guys just kind of standing around don't really want to get into that action.
We saw a little bit of offensive outburst there for the second quarter by Caden McDaniel. He had all 6 of his points in the second.
That's right, he did. Right from the free throw line, little 15-foot jump shot.
Ozark has attempted a ton of threes here tonight in the first half, and we're lucky they're not hitting. I mean, they've hit a couple, but McAnally is looking to fire every time he touches.
That's right. Trevor Lawrence is launching it.
But the one we're going to talk about here has been the difference on the boards, offense, defensive boards, is Zach Berkmeyer's done a great job. He knows his role, and that's to clean the boards.
He's squeaky clean, baby. That's like spit shine up there. I think you can see the reflection from up here as clean as the glass is from him tonight. He's killing the rebounds.
Well, we're going to quickly recap the girls' game if you didn't tune in. The girls fell to Ozark 56-44 for their first loss of the year. Very sluggish first quarter cost them as they were down 11-1. They played even from that point on, but they couldn't overcome what happened to them in the first quarter. And a good learning experience here tonight for them. And they go to 3-1 on the year, and their next action will be at the Grade 8 tournament in Rogers, Arkansas. First action will be Thursday night, and like you said, T, they're going to play Little Rock Central first.
That's right, 7A school, so you'll be up for a battle there.
They're going to be tested up there, and it's going to be good because it'll help them in Rogers. And let's go ahead, we can tell the senior boys' next action is they're going to be in Blytheville for the Bank Court Classic in Blytheville, Arkansas. And they'll have 3 games up there starting Thursday. They'll play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I think the girls play at 4 on Thursday. The boys play at 5:30. But they're on totally opposite ends of the state.
Yeah, that's whoever scheduled that tournament. I mean, senior girls one corner, senior boys in the other corner. So going to split the Red Devil fans up for the weekend. But right now we got to take care of business here in the second half as we lead by 4, 16-12. And we'll take another quick break, and we'll come back and get you ready for second half action. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. We get ready to start second half action. It's going to be Hillbilly ball as they will inbound, and that will be Archer inbounding to McAnally. McAnally, Red Devils come out man-to-man. Here's Archer with it in the corner. Back up top now to Wright. Right over to Peters. Peters, McAnally drives down the lane, left-hand layup, good. McAnulty takes it all the way to the rim, uncontested. Makes it 2-point game.
That was a good offensive possession by Ozark.
There it was.
Very
Here's
patient.
Collins gets it to Roberts. Roberts. Red Devil starting 5 is out there on the floor. Riffle gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel looking, pulls up, three-pointer at the top. No good, rebounded by Archer. Archer all the way to the rim, layup good. As 2 uncontested layups right off the bat here by the Hillbillies. We're tied up.
We can't let them just drive to the basket and get easy looks, Shane.
Here's Riffle. Kicks it out to McDaniel. McDaniel gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer pump fake, goes up, draws the foul. Nice pump fake by Berkemeyer.
And that foul is going to be on McAnally. His first team foul of the half. And that's going to send Zach Berkemeyer to the line for 2.
Berkemeyer's first free throw is no good. He'll have one more Heirloom Legal Service free throw here. Second one, no good. Both of them in and out. Still tied up, 16 all. Peters gets it off to Archer. Archer down to Massengale. Here's Wright, three-pointer, good. Landon Wright, three-pointer, makes it 19-16.
Now, we was playing pretty good defense in the first half, Shane. We come out sluggish.
As it's been Hillbillies right off the bat, there's a steal by the Hillbillies. Wright comes away with it. Gets it off to Archer. Archer kicks it out. Peters loses it as he drives baseline. Roberts comes away with it. Riffle comes across the timeline. Gets to McDaniel. Oh. Wow, we had a collision there. Riffle caught the brunt of it.
That foul's on Landon Wright, his second team foul.
Jace Richard in the game now for the Hillbillies, and Landon Wright will go to the bench. McDaniel inbounds to Roberts. As they've started out, Collins comes away with it, and they're going to have a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Red Devils. I tell you, like I was going to say before that jump ball, it's been a 7-0 run right off the bat here for the Hillbillies.
That's right, Shane. We're just kind of standing around on the offensive end.
Here's the inbounds to Berkemeyer. Back to Roberts. Roberts trying to get a screen. Gets it over to Riffle. Riffle gets to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts drives. Layup is no good. Berkemeyer with the board. Putback good. I give him credit. That was a great left-handed putback right there.
That's right. Mr. Clean. Squeaky clean.
19-18 now. Red Devils trail by 1. Here's Archer with it. Archer gets it to McAnally. Down to Massengale. Gets it inside to Peters. And it was almost lost. And now we're going to have a foul on Berkemeyer.
And that's going to be Zach's second. Team first of the half.
So here's the inbounds to Archer. Peters has it. Back up top to Archer. Archer gets it down. McAnally gets it to Archer. Three-pointer, top of the key, and he traveled. So it'll go over to the Red Devils. Here is Riffle coming across the timeline. Gets it to Collins, free throw line. Collins goes up and his layup's no good, and it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll say it's off Collins, and it'll go over to the Hillbillies.
And that's what happens when you try to do that fancy stuff. Just take it to the basket strong.
So now we've got a little confusion.
They are correct.
He called out of bounds on Collins.
Yes.
So I don't know what what the confusion is.
The ball's been put in play anyways. You can't change it.
So it is Ozark's ball, leading by 1. Here's Archer with it. Archer trying to penetrate. Gets it to Richard, back up to Archer. Here's Peters on the wing with it. Peters drives at the block, cut off. Archer, and Archer walks.
He must be in a hurry to get somewhere, Shane. That's 2 in a row.
He does that little jump stop walk. So here comes Reese Bixler and Andrew Tyback in as Caden McDaniel and Riffle gets a break. Here's Tyback over to Roberts. Roberts up top with it. Off to Collins. Collins drives. Collins turns it over as it's stolen by Archer. Here's McAnally. Gets it to Massengale, goes out of bounds, and goes over to the Red Devils.
And Shane, we've completely went away from what we did in the first half. We were getting the ball in the high post area, 15-foot jump shot. We're just throwing up threes, attacking the basket, out of control, just throwing stuff up now.
And we're going to have timeout. Red Devils trailing by 1 here at 3:16 left in the third. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark. It is 19-18. Hillbillies leading the Red Devils by 1. 3:16 left in the third quarter. Offense has been something scarce for both of these teams here tonight. Here's Tyback with it for the Red Devils. Gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer lob. Oh! And we had the alley-oop play to Devin Roberts. It was pretty, but he gets called for the technical for hanging on the rim.
And there might have been a guy underneath him.
Sure, I know.
But Berkemeyer to Roberts, I mean, do we got a connection there? Just 11 weeks worth.
Right. McAnally misses the free throw. McAnally's second one is good. Yeah. Fans, here we go again. We're going to show you the replay of the alley-oop here from Berkemeyer to Roberts, as it was a nice lob, and Roberts finished with the flush, and it is tied at 20 now. Replay. That is Richard off to Massengale with it. Down to McAnally. McAnally trying to go in the lane and draws the foul on Devin Roberts.
And that, unfortunately, is going to be Devin's second because he picked his first personal foul up on the technical. It's going to be his second, team third. Sends McAnally to the line for 2.
McAnally's first free throw is good. He'll have one more. Second one by McAnally is good. So Jace Richard will check out, and Tanner Bailey checks in for the Hillbillies. Hillbillies leading by 2 here in the third. Roberts has it on the wing, gets it to Collins. Collins off to Bixler. Reese over to Tybeck, into Collins. Collins three-pointer from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Bailey.
And that foul is going to be on Andrew Tybeck, his first, team 4th.
And Tybeck will check out. Cade McDaniel will check in. Here comes Archer across the timeline with it. Gets it to McAnally. McAnally gets it to Peters. Back over to McAnally. McAnally at the top. Over to Archer. Archer now to Peters. Archer on the wing with it in the corner to Massengale. Massengale back up top to Archer. Under 2 left in the third. Now Massengale on the block. Jump stop. Blocked by Devin Roberts. Off to McDaniel. McDaniel trying to penetrate. Cut off by McAnally. Gets it to Collins. And it was knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Red Devils. Minute and a half left here in the third. Roberts will inbounds. Underneath the goal. Gets it to McDaniel. Back to Devin. Devin, three-pointer from the corner is good. Farm Credit, three-point basket, makes it 23-22, Red Devils.
Dunk, block, 3. I like it.
Here's Archer with it up top. Gets it to McAnally. Back over to Peters, now in the corner to Bailey. Bailey to Peters, cross court to Archer. Archer down in the corner to Massengale. Back up top as Peters has it. Ozark's being patient right here. Now they've got Massengale on the block. He goes up. Shot is no good. And it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Hillbillies.
That's good defense by Berkemeyer right there, not picking up his third foul, Shane. He got in the air, but avoided Massengale.
So McAnulty will inbounds underneath the goal, kicks it out. Archer, cross court to Peters. Archer back up top. Now here he is. Peters with it. Gets it to Bailey, to Archer. Here's Peters with it, back to Archer. McAnulty in the corner with it, and it's almost stolen by Berkemeyer, but McAnulty comes away with it as we near 20 seconds. Here's McAnulty on the block, kicks it inside, and McDaniel's going to come away with it. McDaniels comes away with the errant pass. We're down to 10 seconds left. Red Devils lead by 1. McDaniel, 5 seconds. Devin drives down the lane, and they're going to call a charge on Devin Roberts with .4 left.
And that's going to be Devin's third, team 5th.
So .4 left here.
All you can get is a tip.
Yep. But let's see how the home clock runs. And that's going to bring it in to the third quarter. Your score, Atkins Red Devils 23, Ozark Hillbillies 22. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
I hope he's not working.
And that's what I really like about Sam Pittman. He's always genuine, and I really think he's very happy to be at the University of Arkansas.
Did I put a question mark in the teleprompter again? I forget you literally read that thing like exactly as it's written.
Oh, come on, Bill. You know you're just as off the cuff as Sam Pittman is.
At least y'all ain't got a wasp nest out here to deal with the size of Brad's head.
If people only knew what went on behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. For real, this is not Sports Center.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here in Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark, Arkansas. We're ready to start this final quarter of play. 23-22, Red Devils lead by 1, and Hillbillies will have possession to start the final quarter of play. And that's Peters with it off to Archer. Here's a three by McAnally, and it's good. McAnally has been firing them all night, and he's a shooter, and you keep shooting and they fall.
That's right. Eventually they will fall.
So it is now 25-23 Ozark. Buckermeyer in the corner with it. Devin Roberts up top to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel penetrates down the lane, pulls up, jumper, no good. I like the shot, though. I mean, he went up strong.
That's right. He shot a 3-foot jump shot. You can't be mad about that.
Nope. Here's Peters with it. Gets it to Massengale. Kicks it out. Bailey, three-pointer, no good. It's going to stay with the Hillbillies as it goes out of bounds.
And Peters slid in behind the defense down there, Shane. We got to be careful right there.
Here is Wright with it. Wright to Archer. Back to Wright. Wright kicks it over to McAnally to Archer. Up top now to Peters. Over to Wright. Here's McAnally. Down to Massengale. Kicks it to McAnulty. Up top. Wright. McAnally. Bixler putting pressure on him. Almost had the 5-second call. Now gets it to Wright. And Buckermeyer knocks it out of bounds. So the Hillbillies going to take a timeout, leading by 2. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network. Red Devil fans back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center in Ozark. 25-23, Hillbillies lead the Red Devils with 6:23 left in the game. And if you was looking for offense, it's not in this contest tonight.
No, fans, we are not playing football, okay? This is a football score.
So here's the inbounds by McAnally. He gets it right back on the wing. Cross court now to Peters. Archer up top. Archer penetrates, kicks it to McAnally, drives down the lane, blocked by Roberts. Here comes Collins with it, Collins all the way down the floor, and he draws the foul. I know what Antoine was thinking.
He's like, I got to dunk against Danville. Devin's already got one. Let me try to get one here tonight.
They called that on Antoine.
No.
Wow. They called that on Antoine. Wow. Here's the three by Peters. No good. Berkemeyer fighting for it. Gets it to McAnally. Comes away with it. Here's Archer with it. Off to Wright. Wright on the wing with it. Back to Archer. Over to Wright. McAnally deep three. It's good. McAnally with the deep three makes it 28-23.
I think he might have shot that one from Johnson County, Shane, because it was over there from the O.
Oh. Bixler gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer needing help. Gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel. Free throw line jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Kyle Archer for the Hillbillies. Off and running. Here's Wright in the corner with it to McAnally. We're under 5 left in the game. Peters has it over to Archer. Inside McAnally, shot no good. Rebounded by Berkemeyer. Gets it to Bixler. Off to Devin Roberts. Three-pointer is no good. And it goes out of bounds over to the Hillbillies.
Not sure what Devin was thinking there, Shane. Might have been a little deep.
So here's back to the Hillbillies. Archer at the top. Gets it to McAnally. McAnally's three again is no good. Berkemeyer tips it to Roberts. Roberts comes away with it. Collins. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Red Devils. But, boy, we heard the finger pop up here.
Yeah, basketball hit it hard.
Yeah. As Collins will come out of the game now for a minute, and Riffle will come in for him. So here's the inbounds to Devin Roberts. And it's stolen, and here comes Massengale all the way to the hoop. Layup is no good, and the putback by Landon Wright is good. So it's now a 7-point lead for the Hillbillies, and with that, we'll take a break in the action. You're watching Red Devil Basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
All right, Red Devil fans back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. Hillbillies lead by 7 with 4, well, just under 4 left here in the game. Here's Riffle with it for the Red Devils. Riffle gets it to Berkemeyer. Berkemeyer looking for help. Roberts comes and gets it from him. And Devin gets it to Bixler. Bixler, Reese. comes across and loses it, and it's taken away. Here comes Archer. Archer's layup, no good, but we're going to have a foul on Jacob Riffle.
Yeah, he slid underneath him, Shane. That's going to be a foul every time. That's going to be Jacob's second. Team 7, so that's going to put Ozark in the bonus for the remainder of the game. And that's going to send Archer to the line for 2.
Kyle Archer at the line, 3:25 left, first free throw, no good. Second free throw is good, makes it an 8-point lead. For the Hillbillies, here comes Devin Roberts down the floor. Gets it to Riffle, Jacob Riffle. Trying to penetrate, and he has it stolen by Kyle Archer. Archer all the way down, layup good. It is 33-23 now, 10-point lead.
What bugs me there, Shane, is you turn it over and you turn around and you walk back down the floor as the senior's trying to sprint to get back to play defense.
And here's another turnover. And nice spin move. Layup was no good, but it'll draw the foul on Reese Bixler.
And that's going to be Reese's second, team 8th. That sends Wright to the line for 1-1.
Landon Wright will be at the line. Collins checks in now for Riffle. First free throw is no good. Rebounded by Berkemeyer. Devin Roberts with it. Roberts cut off, gets it to Caden McDaniel. And McDaniel's going to draw the foul.
And that's going to be Archer, his first, team 3rd. So they are a long ways away from being in the bonus.
2.5 left here in the contest. Red Devils trail by 10. Roberts, free throw line, gets it to Collins. Collins back up top with it. Collins penetrates. And we're going to get a block called on Brayson Peters.
And that's going to be his second, team 4th.
So Red Devils will inbounds on the baseline. They tried the lob to Roberts. Bixler comes away with it, but then there's a turnover, and it goes over to the Hillbillies as Archer comes away with it, gets it to McAnally. Here in the corners, Wright back up to Peters. McAnally at the top. Archer has it on the wing now. In the corner now to Peters. Archer, and it's stolen by Bixler. Bixler going to go all the way to the hoop. Layup no good, but he draws the foul on Archer.
That's right, Shane. It's going to be Archer, his second, team 5th, and that's going to send Reese Bixler to the line for 2.
So Reese Bixler will be going to the line for 2 Heirloom Legal Service free throws for the Red Devils.
Glad to
First free throw's good.
Glad to see Reese is finally somewhat healed from that high ankle sprain he had during football season.
Reese had a rough final 2 or 3 weeks of football there, battling through the injuries, but he kept playing. Second free throw is good, and it is an 8-point lead for the Hillbillies.
I will tell you this, he is one of the toughest kids
I've ever coached. There's no doubt. So the Red Devils have now gone to a press. And Ozark wants to talk about it. They lead by 8 with 1:45 left in the game. You're watching Red Devil basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives
supporting rural communities.
During the Great
and
Depression,
agriculture.
nothing
Learn
came
more
easy.
today.
But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his...
All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at the Hillbilly Activity Center. 1:45 left in the game, and the Red Devils trail by 8, and the Red Devils have gone to a full court press now. Here's Peters with it for the Hillbillies. Here's Archer. Archer back to Peters. They're getting close to that 10, and there it is, 10-second call, and it goes over to the Red Devils.
Now you have got to have a quality possession here, Shane. Got to have a quality possession.
McDaniel gets it into Tybeck. Gets it to Devin Roberts. Roberts trying to penetrate. And we're going to have a foul as Roberts went to the ground.
And that's going to be on number 4, Eli Massengill, his second. Team 6, so the next foul on Ozark is going to put the Devils on the line for the remainder of the game.
Massengill draws that one. So here's McDaniel. McDaniel, Roberts on the wing. And turns it over. And here's Archer with it. Archer to Massengill. Here's McAnally. And we're at 1 minute left. Red Devils down by 8. And there's a foul, and they're going to put McAnally on the line.
And that's Devin's 4th, team 9th.
So McAnally will be having the one-on-one and one-on-one. First free throw's good.
Who's he playing one-on-one with?
One-on, I don't know.
Him in the free throw?
One-on-one. He'll have one more. Second one is good. So it makes it 35-25, 10-point lead for the Hillbillies. And we're under a minute. Collins trying to penetrate and loses it. Got a break there. I thought it went off Collins' foot, but it's going to stay with the Red Devils.
Definitely caught a break. He kicked that one out of bounds, Shane.
Here's the inbounds. Caden McDaniel, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Peters. Peters gets it to McAnally. And McAnally's going to be fouled by Tybeck.
And that's probably not the one that I would foul. That's going to send McAnally to the line for 2. And that boy's got a shot like butter. Melted butter.
So McAnally's first free throw is no good. He'll have one more.
You like how I did that there, huh?
Yeah, I know. Second one is good. 36-25. Here comes Devin Roberts across the timeline. Devin tries to penetrate, gets it knocked out of bounds, and he'll stay with the Red Devils. Here's the inbounds. Collins. Collins cut off at the baseline, gets it to Roberts. Roberts gets it to Tybeck. Three-pointer is good. Farm Credit three-point basket by Andrew Tybeck makes it 36-28. And we're down to 10 seconds. And the Hillbillies are going to hold this one out. And that's going to be the final score here in Ozark. Ozark 36, Atkins 28. We're going to take a quick break, come back and wrap this up. You're watching Red Devil Basketball on the Russellville Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Ozark as we just wrapped up the Senior Boys contest. Red Devils fall 36-28 to the Ozark Hillbillies and go to 1-2 on the year now. And kind of a search for offense here tonight, as it was a physical game by both teams, and Hillbillies were able to hit enough shots to win this. And we're going to go, we talked on our break, and we're going to go with our Union Grove player of the game for the Senior Boys tonight for the Red Devils, Zach Berkemeyer. And he does everything that he knows his role. He's not a scorer, but he's a passer, he's a rebounder, and he did his job tonight.
That's right. Zach had an abundance of rebounds tonight. Plenty of rebounds.
And Zach showing some senior leadership out there and doing a good job on the boards. And that's going to be our Union Grove player of the game tonight, Zach Berkemeyer. And so it wasn't a good night for Red Devils here, coming back from the Thanksgiving break, as they were swept here in Ozark. Senior girls dropped 156-44. Senior boys lose 36-28. They will both be at tournaments this weekend, and we'll be back with you next week for Red Devil action. I'm Shane Martin, the man that calls all the Red Devil action. My broadcast partner, the Atkins Hall of Famer, Terrence Bobo, and we're going to give a big shout out to our production man here tonight, coming in from the Pottsville crew, Justin Smith, coming up here and helping us out.
We're going to steal him. We're going to steal him.
We really appreciate him coming up here and helping us out tonight. But we'd like to thank you for watching us, and we'll see you in the bleachers.
And go Red Devils.